and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying a bunch of new products. I'm so excited. I love first impressions videos. I always say this, but they're one of my favorite things to watch in the world, other than like conspiracy theory videos and storytime videos. Love them. Anyway, I have a ton of new products today from all types of brands. I have drugstore, I have high-end, and I have pretty much everything like brow stuff, mascara, foundation, concealer, eyeshadows, eye primers, the whole lot of it. So let's just go ahead and get started. I first want to start with my brows today because, hello, they could use a little help, couldn't they? I'm going to be trying the Benefit Cosmetics Foolproof Brow Powder. When I saw this, I was intrigued. If you don't know about it, it's supposed to give you full and natural looking brows. The brow powder itself actually has two shades in it. It has a lighter and a darker shade. The packaging looks like this, very cute. This is what it looks like itself. So you can see you have a lighter shade here and a darker shade here. By the way, forgive my disgusting nails. I'm out of nail polish remover. My nails are like almost completely bare, but there's still some left on it, but I didn't want to just like not film today just because I don't have nail polish remover. So please forgive me. I know that's like a pet peeve of people to like unmanicure nails, so I apologize, but I still wanted to make a video for you guys. I don't want to be lazy. But it's a cute brow palette. You have a mirror in here and a little brush, so let's just go ahead and see what the deal is. What the hell is this brush though? Is that a foam tip? Oh, well that's kind of cool. Okay, so the brush actually really isn't even a brush. It's a little foam applicator, and then out of the bottom pops out your little spoolie. It's a cute touch. I like it, but I don't think I would ever use this. I'll try it today, but I don't know. They do say it's meant to give you more natural looking brows, which I'm sure something like this would. I know that I personally like kind of a sharp, pointy brow, a really stark brow, so I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to use this little sponge, but we're gonna do it. So let me go ahead and first pop into the lighter end. I'm gonna go ahead and start filling that in. And of course you do not have to use the applicator that comes in here, but it is cute if you're like in a pinch and you need something on your brows. At least this will always be in your little brow box. I do like that color so far. It is blending the product out pretty well, which I like. And I do like the fact that the powder kind of seems sheer enough that it would be kind of difficult to make any mistakes. If you do make a mistake, I think it'll be easy to wipe away. Just kind of awkward to hold. I'm not a fan of these mini brow things, but of course they couldn't fit a full-size brush in here, so it makes sense. Not knocking that, but I would probably reach for a brush. I bet this would be great for smudging out your liner. I'm gonna get a dual purpose out of it. Let's now pop into the deeper end, and I'm gonna use just the tip. That was so gross. Just to get a kind of, you know, firm application. And let's start filling in this tail. The tail tends to be where I need the most help with my brows. They are overplucked to the gods. Oh, I fudged up. I fudged up a bit. We'll fix it, don't worry. Yeah, I'm just awkward with this sponge. I'm awkward in general. What the fuck, Shay? I'm gonna get a little Q-tip and just hope to wipe away where I got a little carried away here. Clean it up. Oh, perfect. That actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I would like a brush, but it did the job. Just for shiz and gigs, I'm going to use an angled brush on the other brow. So taking a bit more of the lighter half. Oh, love an angled brush to do this. I mean, it's just quick, it's precise, it's clean. I think I'm focusing too much on the applicator. The product is lovely. Again, I have not tried this yet, so I can't speak to how long it wears, but I'm going to, of course, update you guys. I want to do one of those videos, those like, try it, did I like it videos. So let me know if you'd be interested in that, like a follow-up video on all these products. Just love it with a brush. This looks pretty good though. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the deeper shade. Oh, I really love this product. That is truly like gave me the perfect fade between the front brow and the back of my brows. I will say I preferred it with a brush, but that wouldn't stop me from using this product at all. Just grab a freaking brush, you know what I mean? But the foam applicator didn't do a bad job at all. It does look more natural. I even feel like it looks a little fuller because I guess that just the sponginess of the applicator kind of blended it out in such a way. I like it, you guys. I like it. By the way, please forgive this monstrosity in the middle of my eyes when I was traveling this weekend. First of all, flights break my skin out so bad. It's terrible. I also think the Fenty Beauty foundation is breaking me out. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to take a break from that foundation for like a week and see if things cleared up. I actually didn't use it at all this past weekend, and my skin's actually getting better, so I kind of feel like it's breaking me out. But also, I was wearing my sunglasses all weekend, and I think just being on all the planes, you know, the sunglasses get dirty and gross, and I feel like like it just broke me out. So I apologize, but such is life. Next, I want to jump to the face before we move on to the eyes and everything else because I'm just so excited about these face products. I do not want to wait to use them. I'm first going to start with primer. So I was sent this by Ulta. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Line Serum. It's an anti-wrinkle serum, but you can use it in the morning and at night. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on just to prep my skin for everything. And I do have fine lines, so hey, if this is going to help me, that would be fantastic. This is what it looks like. Again, it's a serum. That's nice. That's a nice consistency. I like that it isn't an oil. And don't get me wrong, I love beauty oils, but sometimes you want like a serum. To me, it just feels like, I don't know, I'm making this up completely, but serums, especially this one almost feels like a moisturizer, but that's what I like about serums is when they're kind of like a moisturizer too. Oh, it feels heavenly. It feels so soft. Just the consistency of it, it really does feel like it's priming my skin. It's a little bit thicker than a lot of the other serums that I have, which I do like. I hope that it'll sit under the makeup well. It feels lovely. I love the fragrance. It's very light. It's almost like citrusy, which is lovely. What's in this? There's peptides, there's collagen. Oh, that's why there actually is vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B7, B9, CO, Q10. Who knew there were so many vitamin C's? That is ridiculous. It has argan and babassu oil, caviar extract, seawater, hyaluronic acid, hydrolyzed collagen, and peptides. So if anything, this should make your skin feel plumper, more supple, and it feels lovely. I almost feel like I can already see a difference, even in my pores and such. It just looks very soft. I'm excited. I'm excited about this. Let's shimmy on into the foundation. I'm so hyped for this, you guys. I've never used the Body Shop makeup before. They were kind enough to send me 3 foundations, so hopefully there's a shade in here that will match me. Come on, Shay. But this is the Matte Clay Skin Clarifying Foundation, which if there was anyone who needed a clarifying foundation, it's this bitch right here, okay? You guys know my skin is a mess. I'm excited. It's 100% vegan, which is fantastic for all my vegans out there. Matte high coverage, 24-hour wear, 24-hour shine control, 24-hour breathable wear. I love that they wrote that. It's non-pore clogging and it promotes clearing of the skin. Wow, that is a lot. Those are a lot of promises, a lot of benefits it claims to have. I'm thinking this is going to be my shade. This is the Havana Sand 021. It's also cruelty-free, of course. The Body Shop is all cruelty-free. I love their products. I'm going to go ahead and apply this with my Sigma Beauty 3D HD blender. I think this actually looks like a oh, it's too late. Mother of God, Shay. I'm just going to stop in my tracks with that one. I'm going to try Sagono Bamboo 2-3 color shade. But hopefully this is a little bit better. I'm actually just going to go ahead and blend this out really quickly because it's already on my sponge and it's like, what's a girl to do? Yes, that was much too light for me, but damn that coverage. They weren't lying. Okay, let me go into the other shade. Oh, that's much better. That is a much better match. I smell tea tree oil, which is lovely. I bet that is like the ingredient that's supposed to help clear your skin. I've actually been using the Body Shop's tea tree oil line for about a week now. Loving it. I'm amazed at that coverage. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure that this would cover what I need it to cover, you know what I mean? I don't know why. I don't know why I felt that way. I'm sorry for doubting you, the Body Shop, because so far this looks lovely. I'm shocked by the coverage. I'm shocked. Look at that. I'm really hoping this lasts. I'm really hoping this wears nicely. I will definitely follow up with you guys on Snapchat and in another video to let you know how it's been wearing because I have high hopes for this foundation. I really, really do. I would love a good skin clearing foundation and I do try them, but I can't think of many I've tried that I really either noticed a difference with or that I liked the coverage of or wasn't too harsh or irritating to my skin. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. If you guys have tried this, let me know. It's not like settling into my pores funny, but I like that I still have like some freckles and some little beauty marks that are still kind of showing through, but yet it's managing to cover my acne. I don't know how it does that, but it's great. So far, I like it. So far. Again, of course, I have not worn it, so I can't say it's the best foundation ever. First impressions. Love this coverage. That was probably about 2 little squeezies. I did about 2 squeezies, but not too much squeezies. Be humble. Okay, let's get into concealer. This is something I'm also so excited to try. I'm a little nervous because they only sent me one shade and it already just looks too dark as I look at it. But I've been a huge fan of Benefit Bowing Concealer since the start of my YouTube channel. Seriously, Erase Paste and Benefit Bowing have been my favorite products from Benefit for a very long time. When I worked at Ulta, that was always a concealer I would recommend to people and they would come back for it. They would love it. For some reason, a lot of women just love concealer in pots. Some don't, of course, you know, it's all your preference, but when I was working retail, a lot of women would come in and ask for a concealer in a pot. So this is always what I would go to and people would love it. This is the new Benefit Bowing Concealer, like hello. Talk about an upgrade. The new packaging is adorbs. I do like the whole silver thing they're doing. It says it's an industrial strength concealer and they sent it to me in the shade number 2. Now again, just looking at it, to me it looks a little too dark. Actually, now when I take the lid off, it doesn't look that bad. I'm hoping that this will match me because I will be so hyped to have a new Benefit Bowing. I hope it's as good as the original. I don't know. I'm nervous, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna stick with my Sigma Beauty sponge. I'm gonna use the tip of it and I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this under my eyes. I will say though, that Body Shop foundation really covered up even my under eye area well. I feel like I don't even need that much concealer. Oh, I like it. I'm actually gonna hop on over to the bridge of my nose here and kind of try and cover that little blemish I have. Now the bowing you don't want to use too much of. In my experience with the old one at least, it can crease, it can get a little crepey because it really is a heavy concealer. I guess it truly is industrial strength. That's the one thing I do remember about using it. I'm very happy to say that this matches me fine. Like, look at that. I look brighter. Look at this side versus this side. I think I just look brighter and more awake. You naughty little concealer, you. I hope it does not oxidize on me, which happens a lot with concealers. I feel like I don't even need any more. I feel like that one dip into the bowing concealer was enough. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to look inhuman. I love that coverage. Okay, really quickly, I need to set this, and I'm using a new powder. This is the Victoria Beckham and Estee Lauder collection, you guys. So I was invited to the Estee Lauder and Victoria Beckham launch, and she was actually there. If you follow my Snapchat, I was just like snapping her the whole time because I couldn't believe she was in front of me. This is luxe, fam. This is heavy. This is fancy, but it's a setting powder. And Victoria specifically said that she does use this under her eyes. It does not give her flashback. So I'm nervous for these types of white powders, but if Victoria said it, then I'm gonna believe Victoria. We're gonna, of course, test it out for ourselves to see if that's true, because you never know. But oh, I'm nervous. I get nervous with these white powders. I'm gonna try not to apply too much because I'm sure anything applied too much could give you, you know, a flashback. I can't get the sticker off the mirror. Okay. Oh, I already got a little creasy with that bowing. So again, don't use too much. Now let's give her a go. And of course, this is not like a traditional baking loose powder. It's just a matte white setting powder. So again, I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna trust Posh Spice. I am. That's my girl. She got us through a lot of hard times, didn't she? Mama, I love you. But I love that song. Though it is slightly corny, it's like 100% me and my mom's relationship equals that song. Because I was kind of a little baddie growing up. I was a naughty little girl. I was always stirring up trouble. And that song's about, like, you know, kind of being a little bad girl and just thanking your mom for helping you get through it and not understanding sometimes why your mom was a certain way, but clearly she just wanted the best for you and your life, and she was right all along, as mothers always are. So yeah, I love that song. I'm blending out the creasage I have on my forehead wrinkles here. So I will say the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Lines serum did not cover up or fill in these lines on my forehead. But then again, I don't know if it's meant to do that. It might just be meant as a treatment. Yeah, it doesn't say it's supposed to instantly fill wrinkles, so I can't say it's even meant to do that. I'm gonna continue on with this Victoria Beckham powder and just line that on my forehead to set that. So that's where a mama wrinkles. God, what is going on with these hairs? My hairline is so unruly. It's a naughty hairline. Naughty, naughty. And then I'm gonna do where I get little smile and laugh lines as well. Actually, you know what? Frig it. I think I'm gonna set my whole face with this. It feels very like, I mean, I can't even feel it, which is nice. It feels like it's melting right into my skin. So I'm going to take a bit of a bigger brush for that. This is the Sigma F25 Tapered Face. And I just want to press that into the foundation. I'm loving how this foundation's looking so far. Oh, mama. Wow, I've been talking about moms like so much in the past minute. This is so weird. Maybe I should call my mom. I feel like this is one of the best foundations so far. Like just first impressions looking at it that I've tried in a while. You guys let me know if you think it matches well, because I do. But if you don't, tell me, because I'll believe you. But I think it's matching really well. Next, let's jump on over to the eyes, shall we? So I'm going to take, fancy dancy, I know, Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Eye Primer. I love coconut anything. You guys know I'm a coconut fan. I don't smell much coconut. Not that it has to smell like coconut, but if you're gonna be coconut, like be coconut. I'm gonna pop this on the lid as you do with a primer. It is tinted. I do love that. I love a nice tinted eye primer. It's not overly tinted, so it should work on everybody, and a little goes a very long way, so that's good to know. Lovely. I squeezed out way more than I needed. Like, look at all this excess on my hand. That was way, way, way too much, so don't use as much as I did. I might use a few different little shadow palettes for this look just because I have a few things to try. I'm going to start off with the Violet Voss Taupe Notch palette. I am so hyped for this. Again, I mentioned this in a previous video, my blue eyeshadow tutorial, but I was talking on Twitter with a lovely lady about how she just hates how so many palettes are warm and that there's not enough products for people who require cool tones. Well, baby, you have a whole cool toned palette for you now. By the way, just really quickly, I want to say a huge congratulations to Violet Voss. I don't know if you guys have heard yet, but they are going into Sephora, which is huge. I've been a Violet Voss fan since like day one. I love them so much. I love their products. They're always coming out with something. They're always turning something out, and I'm usually a huge fan of their products. So especially their lashes. You guys know I love their eyelashes. So just want to say congratulations, Violet Voss. That is so exciting. I want to start off this look by jumping into the shade L, and I want to pop this on my highlight right on my brow bone. A lot of times I just like to start with this because if you don't, not always, but sometimes your shades can kind of muck up there before you really get to highlighting, and it can just be a big old mess. So, you know, I like to go ahead and just prep with this first. This is just a nice matte, very light cream shade, and I'm gonna just slowly bring whatever's left down onto the lid to kind of set in that primer. From here, I'm going to jump into the shade Top Notch. It looks like a really nice transition, kind of peachy tone. And I'm going to pack that into my crease just to sit nicely behind our other shades. These shadows are blending so beautifully. Just what I would expect. I love the Violet Voss palettes. From here, I want to jump into the shade First Class. And I'm going to focus this right in my crease underneath that Top Notch shade. This is a beautiful medium brown. It's not too dark, which I love. I love shades that like, how do I say this? So sometimes you'll have a medium brown shade, but when you really start blending and layering it on, it just kind of goes dark. It just kind of turns into an espresso always. So I love a shadow that kind of stays true to its color, no matter how much you pack on or blend out. Okay, who else has that mama song stuck in their head now? It's stuck in my head, y'all. I cannot get it out. Mama, I love you. Next, I want to jump into the shade Extra, because my ass is so extra. And I'm going to pack this on in the inner corner of the eye. I'm sorry if this shadow look doesn't make sense. I actually think it's going to be pretty when we're done, but I'm just trying to get a feel for everything. Everything? Everything. So blend that through and meet it in the center. You guys, I was up till I think 3 a.m. last night just Googling pictures of giant animals. I don't know why. I just all of a sudden was like, I want to look into some big ass animals. So I was looking at these freaking massive crocodiles in Africa that eat people. Apparently there's this whole village that basically have to be very wary of these crocodiles because they eat people. and I was just reading the stories on it, and I was just like, that is freaking horrifying. And they are scary, y'all. If you want to be like mind blown, go Google some giant crocodiles, because holy hell. I was like, there's no way those aren't dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Oh, I love this freaking color so much. I'm like really blowing it out in here, so I'm sorry if this is extra. But hey, the shadow's called extra, so we gotta do extra. Oh, I'm living for this eyeshadow palette. I need some liquid. I'm gonna spritz my flat shader brush with a bit of makeup setting spray. And I wanna jump into the shade VIP. Beautiful bronze. And I wanna focus that in the center of all these smoky dokey shadows. I just wanted it to be a hint more bright. So I'm gonna jump into this Becca Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is called the Eye Lights palette. First of all, again, the packaging, gorgeous. You get a ginormous mirror, like, hey Rach, how you doing? And this is what it looks like on the inside. Very pretty, very shimmery shadows. So I'm gonna just take the smallest little detailer brush, get that a bit wet, and I'm gonna pop into this golden shadow. And I want to focus that right in the center, just to brighten it up a bit. Yes! That is what I wanted. I just needed a hair more dimension, and that did it. I will say I'm noticing some creasing, y'all. I don't know if it was the Estee Lauder powder or the Benefit concealer itself. I almost feel like the concealer would have been fine had I baked with my loose powders as I typically do. I think that Estee Lauder powder just couldn't quite hold up that Benefit concealer. Next, I'm going to take one of the Ardell Eye Resistible Shadow Sticks. I like to use these on my waterline. I have tried these before and I did really like it. This is in the shade Unfriendly Skills. I'm going to go ahead and use this on my waterline and my lower lash line. Oh, that had some shimmer in it. I didn't realize. I just want to smudge that in a bit. I do love these shadow sticks because they blend so well. You can really smoke them out as much as you need. And then I'm going to set that with more of this extra shade. It kind of has my heart. I really like it. So I'm just going to marry that right on top. I really don't want to use a liquid liner with this look, so I'm going to curl my lashes. This is my Lancome Cosmetics lash curler, and it's my favorite lash curler in the world. If you're a fan of the Shu Uemura lash curler, you will love this one. They are very similar. Then for mascara, I've been dying to try this one ever since I got it, and I got it a while ago. I haven't tried it yet. This is the Lancome Cosmetics Monsieur Big Mascara. This is everything I would want in a mascara brush. It is big, it's fat, but the bristles are short, which is what I need. It's supposed to give you a ton of volume, a lot of length, and it has all day wear with ultra black pigment, and it does look super dark. Wow. Oh my goodness. Woo! I'm impressed. No clumping either. At least none that I've minded so far. They look super long. Oh god, this is nice. They are super long and separated, but thick, y'all. By the way, I also have not dipped in for more mascara yet. This is everything just from my first time taking it out of the tube. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I feel like I could just flutter away with my lashes. Bye-bye, here I go, say goodbye. My bottom lashes are always just like subpar to me. I wish they were longer. I wish I had those long Kardashian lashes. Their bottom lashes are just so gorgeous. Alok has such beautiful lashes. They're so long and thick. And I like weirdly always want to put mascara on them because I want to see what it would look like. I'm like, please have my babies and please have my babies have your lashes. I'm just kidding. I'll love them no matter what. But if they get his lashes, I will just like be so happy. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I am so excited by this mascara. I'm praying to God this does not flake and get, you know, kind of smeary sometimes how some of them do. It doesn't say it's waterproof or anything like that, but it does say it is an all-day wear. I'm really hoping there is no flaking with this, because if there's no flaking, this is my new favorite mascara, 100%. If you guys have tried this yet, let me know. I know it's already out, so let me know your feedback. So our eyes are done. Let's move on to the face, you guys. Let's do some bronzing. So I was sent these adorable little contouring kits by Soap & Glory. They're called the Mighty Contourer. They say they're super easy to blend. It's a 3-in-1 blush, highlight, and contour kit. I have 2 shades. I have Fair's Fair and Happy Medium. I love how this looks with the black and the pink and the gold. Oh wow, this is not what I was expecting to be. So it's a cream on the bottom, and then it is a, oh, it's all cream. Lord, it's all cream. I can't use this today. That's unfortunate. I already have so much powder on. I'm sad. I really wanted to try this. That's okay. It's gonna have to wait though. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna have to use that in the next video. I was not expecting these to be cream. I do have 2 ColourPop bronzers I've never used before. They could be bronzers or highlighters depending on your skin tone, they say. So I'm going to use CA Dreaming as well as Afternoon Delight. I'm gonna do bronzing with the CA Dreaming and a little bit of contour with Afternoon Delight. I'm first gonna take CA Dreaming with a bit of a dual fiber brush. Let's go ahead and add in some dimension. The best part and my favorite part of makeup, brings me back to life. When I do this, when I apply my bronzer, I seriously think of the song like Wake Me Up Inside. You know, Evanescence? God, I miss them. I mean, I think Amy Lee still creates music, but they were like my favorite for the longest time. Oh, I would jam out to some Evanescence. That like brings back the memories. This is blending out quite well. My God, I hate the hair on my hairline. I like to try and make sure it is like right in my hairline though, so you don't have that kind of clear marking that looks awkward. And also just like to bring a little bit through into the hollows of my cheeks so it's nice and cohesive. I don't know that this is my favorite bronzer color on me. I might need to look in their other shades. And then also bring it through here. And let's not forget to do the ears, peeps. I oftentimes forget and I look silly. Okay, now that I'm kind of doing my whole face, it's starting to grow on me, this shade. I think I do like it. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna eat for dinner? I really want some chicken. I'm also then gonna jump into the other one, what was called Afternoon Delight, I believe it's called. I'm gonna take my Sigma Fan F90 brush. I've just really been favoring fan brushes lately, these big ones. Just pop that in my contour. Lovely. I'm also just gonna take the smallest amount of that contour powder, the smallest, and just do a little shading on the side of my nose. For blush, I actually want to use something from the Too Faced collection that I didn't have, but then they had sent this to me, so I'm excited to try it. So thank you, Too Faced, because I bought most of the collection by myself, and then like months later, I got a PR package of it. So I will actually have a giveaway up with a ton of that Too Faced stuff coming up on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, definitely go follow me now. I don't want you guys to miss it. I'm giving away pretty much everything. So this is the Sweetie Pie. It's actually a matte peach bronzer, but there's a little pink in there, so I thought it'd be good to try as a blush. It just smells heavenly, so I'm going to take it. This is an Eco Tools brush. There is some shimmer in there. Yeah, I didn't think this would be just a bronzer. It does look more blushy to me. Anytime there's like a little bit of pink in a product, I can't straight up use that as a bronzer. On my skin tone anyway. I'm definitely not speaking for anybody else. That's pretty cute. You kind of get your highlighter and blush done at once. I think that is so pretty. I really, really love this color. Eee! Lastly, for highlighter, I also want to jump into the Becca Cosmetics. This is their Après Sky Glow Face Palette. And again, the packaging is gorgeous. So this one's blue, whereas the eye palette is more of a gold. I think for my skin tone, I'm most drawn to this shade here in the middle. Ooh, that's very pigmented. You don't need a lot. So I'm going to take that and just top it right here on top of my cheekbones. I'm just doing very small little micro circles to kind of keep that where I need it. Wow, my back just cracked in the most awkward of ways. Anyway, well, that got like very gold, didn't it? And I like to do a little bit right above my brow bone. Somebody left a comment, it actually made me laugh, saying that it looks like I've like highlighted devil horns. I can understand maybe when you're just like looking at it, it's kind of like, why would there be highlighter there? But when you move around, it's kind of pretty. So I don't know, just try it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. I get that. I feels that, yo. That is super highlighty though. Wow, I'm glowing. I'm gonna take that same shade with a bit of a smaller brush, and I'm gonna focus this on the tip of my nose, I love a highlight there. Again, a lot of people say they hate it, but I really like it. And you gotta just trust your gut. You know, you gotta do what makes you feel pretty, even if it's not relatively, I don't know, regular or recommended. If you like it, you like it. That's just how you gotta live your life. Can't worry about what everyone else thinks all the time. That's something I do way too often. Cupid's bow area. And I like a little on the chin. I just like the overall glowy effect. So lastly, we need to set our face. This is another product I've never tried before. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Setting Spray. Do I want to use this if it's matte? Will it take away from my highlighter? I'm nervous, but I gotta try it now or else I'll never know, right? I hope it doesn't take away from my highlighter, but I don't think it will. We're gonna see. Oh, that's very fragrant. It's in my nose. Whew. Oh, I don't think that took away from my highlighter at all. Good, that's what I was worried about. Okay, lastly, lips, and then we're done. I want to take one of the Ofra Cosmetics. They have a little lip set here, which is gorgeous, by the way. It's the Espresso Lip Set. I do have an Ofra discount code. If you want to check it out, I will link it down below. It is an affiliate code. If you don't want to use it, like no pressure at all, don't use it. I think I want to do this shade here. This is called Milan. I just took my lip balm off so we can really focus. I don't know why I said that, so it'll go on nicely. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this color. All right, guys, that is it for my final look. This is everything. Let's go ahead and talk about a few items individually. Let you know my final first impressions. Of course, I would love to do a follow-up video on these products. So let me know if you'd like to see next a video where I talk about things I've tried and if they really worked out or not. I would love to do that. I love those types of videos as well. So definitely let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, let's go over everything. First and foremost, the very first thing I tried was the IT Cosmetics So the very first thing I tried was the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Lines Serum. It felt lovely. It still feels lovely on my face. Did it do anything to fill in my lines and pores? No, it didn't. I'm wondering if this is going to be better as just strictly a skincare treatment. It doesn't even say it's meant to be used as a makeup, so I'm definitely not saying it doesn't do what it claims to do, you know what I mean? It does have a lot of great products in it, great ingredients to help your skin look younger and softer, more hydrated. So I am believing that this is meant to be more as a skincare product and not necessarily a primer to fill in your pores and lines. Next up, so far, my hero product is definitely this foundation. I've only been wearing it in this video. I can't say how long it's worn. I'm definitely going to follow up with this in my next video. But just first impressions alone, I love the coverage. I love how it feels. I can't even feel it. There's no tackiness or stickiness. There's no oiliness either. I do tend to get a little oily and my face is just perfectly matte. Now, of course, I did use other products to kind of achieve that matte look, but still, I loved the coverage. Oh, I accidentally skipped over my brow. So the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder, again, I used the shade 3. I am a huge fan of. I think that these brows look beautifully natural. I love how it went on both with an angled brush, but then also with the applicator that came with the brow powder. The side with the applicator is a little bit fuller actually, and it's not quite as sharp. Like you can kind of see on this brow, because I used a pencil, its angles are a little sharper. But honestly, it's kind of weird. I think I'm preferring the edge where I used the foam applicator. That's news to me. I didn't think I'd feel that way. But I do feel that this brow has a very nice fullness to it that I really enjoy. Let's jump to the Benefit Boing Concealer. Now, like I said, I used to be a huge fan of this back in the day. I'm not quite sure if this is a new formula or just new packaging. I do love how it covered my under eye areas as well as some acne scars on my face. I do have creasing and I almost do contribute it to the concealer as well as what powder I used. I'm next gonna have to try this with one of my loose translucent and a damp sponge to kind of bake it in and see if that holds it a little bit tighter. It may not. I don't know. We're gonna have to test that out next. But just first impressions, I do really like it. Next up, let's talk about the Victoria Beckham and Estee Lauder Skin Perfecting Powder. First off the bat, I love the packaging. It is heavy, you guys. This is heavy. It's super high quality. It's super heavy duty. When you open it up, this is what it looks like here. And it did set my face very well, but it did not hold up my under eye concealer. I got a little crepey, a little creasy, so it was not strong enough to hold up that Benefit Boing. Next, let's talk about the shadows I used really quickly. So first, starting with the Violet Voss Taupe Notch palette. I don't know why, my mouth like wants to say top notch, so it's like I have to say taupe notch. I have to like really try to enunciate it or else I'm gonna say it wrong. I love the palette, you guys. It's a great palette, especially if you like your taupey shades, your more cool tone shades. There are some warm, in my opinion, some slightly warm shades in here. If you do like your warmth, but a lot of people I think are gonna love this palette for an everyday makeup look. You have a great amount of mattes, just as many shimmers, maybe a few more shimmers actually, but they're beautiful. They're that super grungy, sooty type of makeup that I love. VIP was gorgeous. Extra is my absolute favorite in the palette, and I do love the look we were able to create today. Let me know if you're interested in live swatches of this palette. Next up, the Becca Cosmetics Eye Lights palette. Again, gorgeous packaging. You gotta love the packaging. I also love the ginormous mirror in here. Like, hello, you cannot go wrong with that. I only tried one shadow in this palette, so I can't fairly say that it's super awesome, but honestly, they're just a bunch of shimmery shadows. I don't think you're gonna hate it at all. We just used this more gold one wet to top on top of my eyes, and it did make all the difference in the world. It brought that MVP shadow up to what I wanted. It like boosted it up, and I was super grateful for that. So I do love that, and I think there's a nice array of shadow colors. And when I look around and kind of come to think about it, there's not really anything I hated here. So let me just talk about my hero products, the things I loved the most. Most specifically, definitely the foundation so far I love, but probably more than anything else in this collection or in this video, the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara is just my favorite. Like, I love how my lashes look right now. So far, there's been no flaking. What I love is they still feel comfortable. They don't feel stiff and cracky and heavy. They didn't overly clump, and it is a super black formula. I can see myself repurchasing this again and again and again, and I probably will once it dries out, because this was just the Ofra liquid lipstick. I mean, it's just an everyday basic liquid lipstick, but the color's beautiful. It's a great, great red for the holiday season, and I really like the set. It came with a few other really pretty shades, so I definitely don't think you could go wrong with this. I like it. The ColourPop Cosmetics bronzers were also very pretty. They blended beautifully. At first, I thought I didn't like them, and then I actually really liked them, so I don't have a bad thing to say about these. Also, the Sweetie Pie blush from Too Faced. This actually 100% I thought I was gonna hate. I'm not someone who tends to like these shimmery, blushy bronzer highlighters. They're a little confusing to me. I would personally use it more as a blush than a bronzer or anything else, but it's up to you guys what you do. And again, it might vary depending on your skin tone, but I liked it. I was surprised to say I liked it. And not that this really matters, you guys. I think this might be the same as every other eye primer in the world, but the Marc Jacobs eye primer, it did do a good job. My shadows aren't creasing. It's holding up nicely. However, I'm sure this is just super expensive. It is Marc Jacobs, and their makeup tends to run super duper high, so I wouldn't necessarily run out and buy this one over like a Too Faced or the Urban Decay or NYX Cosmetics for that matter. And I think I'm going to make that video an update about a lot of stuff I've been trying lately, because I have a lot of stuff I've been trying off of camera as well that I need to tell you guys about, that's making such a huge difference in my life. So be on the lookout for a product update video. If you guys have suggestions of what I should title that, let me know, because I never want to try and steal someone's title. You know, content stealing is a big thing right now, and I know a ton of people have done these product update videos before, and I never want it to look like I'm trying to take someone else's idea. So if you guys can think of a title that other people aren't using that I could use, because I want to be careful not to use anyone else's, but there's so many freaking YouTubers these days that it's actually getting a little tough for people to not accidentally copy each other. I feel kind of bad every time someone gets accused of stealing stuff, because just from a YouTuber's point of view, from my point of view, every day I find a new channel that I've never seen before that has millions of subscribers, and it's like, oh my gosh, how did I not know who this person was? So I could see how it's easy for people to accidentally kind of copy each other sometimes. So I just want to avoid that. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you guys for watching today. Let me know your thoughts. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.